Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get-together live here on Facebook, where we take a look at news from our city, state, and country. We take a look at your comments and ideas and suggestions. We combine all this information and put it to good use as a community of English-speaking locals living here in Puerto Vallarta. It is a pleasure to see you today and every day. And today, as always, we welcome those that are watching live for the first time. And we encourage you to let us know by writing the word new in your comment. That way we can give you a nice little welcome. And of course, if there's something really important that you wish to share with us, it helps a great deal if you add a capital letter Q at the beginning of your comment. And just as Albert has done here, Albert says, "Hey, all, I went to see Amy Armstrong at Nacho Daddy last night. Must see. She's back stronger than ever." That is a great, great, great comment. Thank you very much for sharing that, Albert. And speaking of Albert, I have to begin today by acknowledging the wonderful friends that I had wonderful lunch with yesterday at Moro Paraíso. It was a combination of factors that got us all there, but one of the factors, of course, had to do with my arrival to Puerto Vallarta anniversary, and I could not have had a more loving, wonderful, festive time with my friends yesterday. Oh my God, I drank 3 margaritas and was very tipsy, but I had a great time. But that was yesterday. Today is another day, and today we have very important news for business owners that are from another country. Because, well, let me just get started with the news, as these will affect many people out there. We usually start with local news and then move on to federal news. But today we flip the order due to this new heritage tax that has been approved by the Congress. In 5 years of government, President López Obrador has proven his commitment to legacy with major projects such as the new Felipe Ángeles International Airport, inaugurated in Mexico City on March of last year, and the recently inaugurated Maya train. But now López Obrador wants his final year to be one of heritage. In his morning press conference, López Obrador announced the approval of a new heritage tax designed to preserve the integrity of the Spanish language throughout the nation. Spanish is the most widely spoken language in our nation, López Obrador said, and we want to keep it that way. So what is this about? The heritage tax will affect primarily foreign investors and business owners of all sizes and will work as follows. To operate a business in Mexico, you will need to apply for or have or renew the appropriate licenses every year, and this is nothing new, explained the Minister of Economics. If your business name is in Spanish, you will request your permits as usual, and you will renew your permits as usual without any additional tax rather. But if your business name is not in Spanish, you will have to pay the new heritage tax, which will be 35.2% of the taxes you're already paying. So it's going to be a 35.2 increase on your taxes. As an example, businesses such as Hotel Mercurio, Café Roma, and Hacienda San Angel will have absolutely no change whatsoever. But businesses like River Cafe, The Corner Bar, Act 2 Entertainment, and unfortunately, Coffee and Headlines, we will have to pay for this additional tax. However, businesses with foreign names will be given the option to change their business name to Spanish and thus prevent having to pay the heritage tax, provided that we do so during the first quarter of 2024. Otherwise, we will have to pay for permit renewals at the tune of a 35.2% increase, tax increase. I'm not well versed with all these permits, but I sure hope that the authorities will bring out more detailed information about this, because this is bound to affect, well, just about every business in town that has a name that is not Spanish. And I understand this, I suppose. And I also don't understand it. But moving right along, in local news, the gradual increase in customer flow through the local Costco, which reached chaotic proportions last week, did not go unnoticed by the retail company. Costco Mexico headquarters has just announced the imminent closure of the local store in Fluvial in order to expand it by adding a second story. Costco will be open today and tomorrow, but will close on Saturday in order to begin construction on January the 2nd. Once the expansion is finished sometime after May 2024, the Fluvial Costco will not only double its capacity, but an overhead pedestrian bridge will allow shoppers to cross over to La Comer without going outside. Fortunately for us, La Comer will not have to interrupt operations during this expansion, but the bad side, or the bad news about this, is that we will have no Costco between this Saturday and, I would say, probably June of next year. So if you need Costco products, you have today and tomorrow to get them. And also, in local news, although the next local gay pride celebration will not take place until May of 2024, the Pride Committee is already working hard to implement proposed changes to next year's event. In order to better integrate the local population with gay pride celebrations, the Pride Parade will have an entirely new route starting in Downtown Pitilal. The parade will assemble at the Pitilal Main Plaza, right across from the St. Michael the Archangel Parish, and continue south along Francisco Villa Avenue and ending at the Municipal Stadium Esplanade, where a major outdoor party will take place featuring dancing, exhibitions, vendors, and much more. So the announcement is made early so that business owners have the opportunity, gay business owners, of course, to relocate their bars and gay shops to Francisco Villa Avenue before the parade takes place, to further entice the locals to come out and enjoy the celebrations. And last in our news today, of course, today is, as every December 28th, the Catholic faith celebrates the Feast of the Holy Innocent. Let us take a look at that.
The Feast of the Holy Innocents is a Christian feast in remembrance of the massacre of young children in Bethlehem by King Herod the Great in his attempt to kill the infant Jesus. Western churches observe the feast on December 28th. The early church regarded the slain children as the first martyrs, but it is uncertain when the day was first kept as a saint's day. The day is still a religious feast day and, in Roman Catholic countries, a day of merrymaking for children. In Mexico, the Dia de los Inocentes, as it is referred to in Spanish, Mexicans play jokes and pranks to trick friends and family members on December 28th, which is similar to April Fool's Day. The media also get involved by reporting news that is too ridiculous or funny to be true, all in good fun. So, if you believed anything that has been said in today's Coffee and Headlines broadcast, you've been biblically had. Tómala!
You've been had. Happy Dia de los Inocentes. And that was fun to put together. I am looking forward to your comments, but first, a quick look at the weather. That cloud looks like a pregnant hippopotamus, says our snarky weatherman. It is 22 degrees outside right now. Humidity is at 57%. And of course, our weather forecast for today says that we will enjoy mostly cloudy skies throughout the day with a high of 26 and a low of 16. Tomorrow, Friday, clear skies throughout the day with a high of 26 and a low of 14. And then Saturday, Friday is the last day you can go to Costco. Saturday, you can no longer go to Costco. And Saturday, we will enjoy clear skies throughout the day with a high of 26 and a low of 14. What do you have to say about all that? Let's have a quick look. Yeah. Gary knew we were up to something by saying anticipating a crazy show. You got it. We love to do Dia de los Inocentes here at Coffee and Headlines. Gary Green, spill the beans. Thank you, Gary. You should have kept it to yourself. I love it. Oh, Profe Harper. You still push my buttons, baby. Let's see what else we have. Pum, pim, pim, pum. There's a cue. Oh, we already acknowledged that one. The one about Amy Armstrong. Thank you very much. Let's see what else we have. Let's see. Hi, all from Fluvial, says Barbara. Barbara, you better get to Costco today or tomorrow, otherwise you won't be able to. Let's see. Pat says that Amy was outstanding. I have no doubt of that. I think that's wonderful. Will I change the name of Coffee and Headlines? Of course I will not. It was a prank. Brian says he's innocent, and I say, no, you're not, girl. You're not. And Albert, who didn't buy it, said Costco will be even crazier these 2 days. Yes, imagine. Ay, Dios mío. Harold, God bless Harold, is like, how would the new tax apply to businesses with indigenous names? You've been had, darling. And Sherry, oh, God bless Sherry. Oh, phooey. And we were going to Costco for major shopping when we got back in Puerto Vallarta on January 3rd. Haha, you've been had. A bridge to La Comer, a bridge too far. That is correct, Rita. They're competing companies, so there's no way in hell they're going to connect those two stores in any way. How much news today is for Dia de los Inocentes? Oh, sorry. This one. How much news today is for Dia de los Inocentes? All the news today are for Dia de los Inocentes. Let's see. Ooh, Muffin is reporting from Palm Springs area, where I'd like to take the opportunity to announce I have accepted the offer to pursue my dream career of managing and administering a local Trader Joe's grocery. I will miss my life in PV, but excited about this new endeavor. You're such a prankster. Haha. I don't believe that for a moment. Yeah. Let's see. I love you, Mark. Mark says, I was looking forward to the bridge. Oh, well, bring on the catapult. We haven't seen our catapult in a long time. Let's see. There she is. Boink. So this is a much better way to get from Costco to La Comer, if you ask me. And from any point A to point B, actually. Let's see. But I do want the bridge from Costco to La Comer, says Joe. I am sure you do, and I'm sure a lot of people don't understand. Do you remember when those two stores were open and all the people that were frumpy about the fact that they had to go around in order to get from one store to the other? Oh, I remember. Chris, congratulations on your appointment as mayor of Mismaloya. I think that is great news. Mazel tov, darling. Mazel tov. Oh, yeah, I read that one. Gary says, one of the news sites posted this morning that Mexico is going to the moon. The comments were hilarious. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And Angelica says, we don't want to miss you, Muffin. So, Logan, kindly go shopping at Trader Joe's. Bring back all kinds of wonderful chingaderas, but please do not accept that position. Not a good idea. And this, my friends, brings us to the end of our Dia de los Inocentes edition of Coffee and Headlines. Don't believe anything I said before the weather. It was all fake news. This is what we do every year. And we start thinking of new suggestions for next year today. But before then, I hope you'll have a really wonderful day. And I hope to see you again tomorrow, where we will have some legitimate news and headlines and stories to share with you. Between now and then, have an awesome day and stay in touch.